Hello there. Took a planned day off yesterday in Yucca Valley, and now I'm walking to 29 Palms on the dirt there, which is a good saving grace because the last couple hours of my walk coming into Yucca Valley the other night was all pavement. That does a number on your feet, doesn't it? But I have a question for you. Anybody used Super Feet Trailblazer insoles? I've got the Super Feet green. They've always done me well in my street shoes, and they do me well in these hiking boots on the dirt. But after a lot of hours of walking on pavement, I don't think they're it. So Super Feet Trailblazers, if you know anything about them, if you can let me know in the comments there, I'd appreciate it. Maybe I'll get some in, I guess when I get to Kingman now. Thanks. I feel like singing. Maybe you want to sing along with me. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore, that's amore. I'm no Dean Martin, that's for sure. When you see these long, straight stretches of open highway, when you're driving, you sometimes think, that's a long, straight stretch of open highway. It's the same thought when you're walking, too. Wait till I get out to the open desert and I'll show you some more. I was just getting ready to remark to myself how the desert here is now starting to get a little bit more sparse. And look what I come up with. Dinosaurs in the desert. Oh no. I think I've got to be careful when I'm out there roaming around out in the desert. Okay guys, I'm your friends. Just cool. It's cool, man. Don't, okay? Okay? Yeah, okay, we're friends. Tell your friends out there in the desert I'm okay, right? Yeah, good, good, good. Thanks a lot. See you later. Which way? I think I'll go this way. Look how all those roads are just laid out nicely. "29 Palms, where have you been hiding today?" This is the view I've been finally looking for. Downtown, 29 Palms coming up. And then in 2 days' time, right out there. Oops, try that again. Even with the long shadows of the day, there's still hope. We're on Easy Street. But that's not where we're going. Just another half mile. Hey, look at this nice little quaint place to stay for the night. I want to take a picture of it just because it's my last bed for the next 7 nights. So a pretty nice looking little place right in here. Quaint. Nice view. Look at this, a little kitchen. Too bad I don't have anything to make in it. Maybe I'll come back here sometime. It's called the Harmony Motel, and it's in 29 Palms. And how about that? This is room 6 at the end of the building. Funny thing happened over by Joshua Tree National Park. I just walked by a drug deal going down in the parking lot of a convenience store. So if you find my body out in the middle of the desert, that's what happened. I witnessed a drug deal. Yeah. You may wonder why I'm running. Well, I'm not running. This is called the airborne shuffle. There's somewhat of a technique to it, and actually works pretty good. But I think I'll wait till Kansas to do more of this, because you got to really be in shape. I'm getting there, but not quite. So no, I'm not running. It's the airborne shuffle. You're probably sick looking at this video shaking now, aren't you? Now here's an odd thought. Walking through this trackless desert here, I had a thought of Catalina Island, reminding me of being on Catalina Island. I don't know why. Certainly doesn't look like Catalina Island, but your guess is as good as mine. I guess the desert plays tricks on your mind, huh? It makes you a little crazy. Oh boy. Well, not the best condition, but it's got a great view. How much they'd sell it for. Alright, I made it before closing time. Hooray! Let's go in and get maybe a steak. Yeah, nice juicy steak. A couple of ginger ales. That'll hit the spot. Last night, after going to the Palms restaurant, camping there and eating breakfast there in the morning, it's almost a, I guess, a fitting send-off, so to speak, of the great desert experience coming up. And we're not there yet. It's right there as we get up to that pass. But I mentioned that to you before. The desert, the great crossing of the desert is going to be some sort of stripping. Whatever that stripping is, I don't know, internal, physical, mental, spiritual. And I got an early sense of that, I think, when Greg and I, about a month ago, before the trip started, came out here to cache some food and water as I head across the desert. That day was just pouring down rains. When we got out to the desert, there was a lot of flooding and everything. And when we got to the point where we had to turn off from the road to the dirt road to head across the desert, I had to make the decision, no, it's not going to be safe. And at that moment, I was really hit with the enormity I think, of finally realizing that this has now become not an abstract thought, but a concrete plan, a fact. And as I was looking at the clouds, the overcast, it seemed like being wrapped up in a cocoon or maybe even a coffin. And it was really an overwhelming feeling of almost fear, actually. But then just a few seconds right after that, the clouds opened up a little bit, a little light came through, and it was almost a feeling of comfort and God telling me everything's going to be okay, son. And sure enough, the next day we went out, we stayed in Needles that night, and the next day was all sunny, and it was nice and cool. The roads were cleared, we were able to cross the desert, bury those caches, and that's what makes this possible coming up. So what's all this mean? I don't know. Except I know that something's coming up in the desert that I don't know if it's changing or it's just an internal change or what, but it'll certainly be interesting to find out. And so I guess I'd like to say also too is thanks for joining me on this journey, and it's a journey of discovery, of course. Maybe it's a journey of also finding something. See ya.